Our pilot area is sited on the Karst Plateau, which is a flat, quite extended area characterized by the presence of a very dry soil. And this dry grassland habitat is what we are going to preserve throughout this project. The area is located inside the Miramare and coast of Trieste MAB Reserve, which is an area of 3,000 hectares inserted in the network of the UNESCO reserves that aim to preserve places in which there is an harmonious coexistence of biodiversity and human activities.
The Landa Carsica is a dry grassland. It's a semi-natural environment because it's the result of human action over the centuries. Most of all, the pasture and the human deforestation. This particular situation led a plant evolution in order to resist to the trampling and to the grazing of animals. So the Landa Carsica is very rich in biodiversity and in the endemic species and protected species.
The abandonment of the pastoral activities is what is leading to the biodiversity loss. And this is happening because there are some pioneer species that are favoring the advancement of the woodland. There are two main pioneer species, the Cotinus cogiglia, a small bush which tends to colonize very quickly open areas, and the Pinus nigra, which tends to make the soil acidic and is a fire-prone species.
We are doing the different type of monitoring activities. The most of all, plants, butterflies, beetles, bats and birds. This is very important to check the biodiversity of the local area and to check the biodiversity before, during and after the intervention, and to checking also the possible presence of alien species.
The on-field operation will take place in an area of about less than 3 hectares. The first phase will consist in the cutting of the Pinus nigra trees, whereas the second phase will consist of the eradication of the Cotinus cogiglia bushes. It is very important that in the meanwhile, while the bushes are eradicated, the seedlings of native species now growing in a nursery are transplanted in the same time. And also some seeds of autochthonous species are spread. This is useful to avoid leaving the soil naked and thus exposed to the upcoming of alien species.
In this particular case, the human action to remove trees and bushes, it's important to maintain the land biodiversity and species that are threatened by the growth on the wood. One single restoration action is important, but it's not enough to maintain the biodiversity because it's necessary a long-term action.
The management in the middle and long term can be carried out only through the reintroduction of pastoral activities. For this reason, it's crucial to find local stakeholders and engage them in the pilot action restoration since the beginning.